All right, so we're back for day 16 of Etsy dropshipping, and let me tell you, I cannot explain how frustrating it was generating the images for the product you see right here. I'll say I was aiming to upload a video last night because I want to get back to the daily upload, stay consistent, but I spent 2 hours trying to generate images for this product right here that you're seeing right here in ChatGPT, because that's what I used to generate them, as I've explained in previous videos, would not generate them the right way at all. It was so ridiculous. I'm not even gonna pull up the chat logs because like there's no point. It was just let me just show you really quick the images that I have generated today. So like these look good, these look realistic, right? These look phenomenal, great, looks like real metal, right? Phenomenal, phenomenal. This looks great. You know, it generated some messed up ones, whatever. This looks fine. This one looks good. I'll show you the ones that I ended up going with right here. But it was like, you see how each of them have a little stake at the bottom that you could plant them into dirt with. It was like making them all wonky. It was adding holes all over them. I don't like, it was completely messing them up. So today, what finally changed after I spent 2 hours, I finally just got fed up with it, was I simply just took an image from AliExpress, this one right here, showing the dimensions and showing the actual photo. And I just said, hey, look, this is what I told it. What I use is because I don't want to type out a prompt, it takes a while. I just click the dictate button right here, or the voice button where I speak into the computer so I can do it quicker. And then I just said, can you generate me an image of these 3 products planted in a grass arrangement neatly together? You could read the rest if you want right here. You could just copy my script if you want to do it for your product. Of course, don't copy my product, because if they notice that you're copying someone else's product, they're gonna like ban you. That's one thing that gets people banned. So I make my stuff like all original products, all the things that I find right, and I generate original images. So as I said in previous videos, do your own niche, right? Etsy dropshipping works best when you choose to do your own niche and stay in your own lane. But I'm doing garden decor because I feel like it's a good time for that right now. But what, I'll just say this: if you're looking to get started, what could work well right now is like porch decorations, because people are outside right now in the sun. So it's similar to garden decor, but it's focused on the porch. Garden decor, of course, is in the grass and whatnot. So anyway, past that, it finally generated me the right images, so I was finally able to bring them over to the product area and add them into here. And what's really cool is not only this is going to be our opening image, which is a great one. People see this, they're attracted to it. But we included this video that came from the manufacturer. The manufacturer from AliExpress has this video on their site of them like actually printing out these things from the metal. You could see it was right here on the listing. I just screen recorded the video. On laptop, you press Command Shift 5, do it right here, and you could see like you can choose what area of the screen you want to screen record. Then you press the record video. Once you're done with it, you just press Command Shift 5 again, and then you click stop recording. So I just did that, and I added that video here. So if people are coming across the page, what happens is, let's say you're on laptop looking over a product. When you hover your mouse over it or your cursor over it, it automatically plays a video associated with the product. And they're going to see this and they're going to say, hey, oh, here he is making it, right? Because again, this is the process of actually making the product. It's made with metal, whatnot, right? So we have these other images here. I think these are really good photos. This one, the stakes are a bit high, so maybe I'll put that one last. But I like this one really too. Just sitting on that white wood background looking good. And so I just had the title generated with Etsy. You can see at the bottom it says, please fix the following error in order to save your changes. It's just because I haven't added a title. I had already opened it. So let me go over to ChatGPT here. I just asked it, hey, can you generate me a title? And I also, like, you could read it again. I said, include a description as well, but make sure the description includes the dimensions of the product, which is right here in this photo I submitted it, right? So it's going to include the dimensions. We're going to edit a little bit because off the bat I can see the description is not exactly what I want. And then I have it generate me 13 tags, because again, with these listings, you can add up to 13 tags. So really quick, let's go do that real quick. Okay, but yeah, so here we are on ChatGPT. We're just going to copy this right here, copy that, paste it into here. We're going to go over here, description. So look, you could already kind of see what's off the description. I want to change what it says right here. So let me copy and paste all this right here, and then bring the description here, and we're just going to edit this. We're going to say perfect for, and then we're going to add little indents. We just want to make it look a bit more professional, right? If you want to, you can add emojis into your descriptions. I'm not adding any into mine right now, but you could always do that. That adds a little fun thing, you know what I mean? And then, okay, this looks good. We're going to say, okay, these are the different fairies. So let's go over to the request right here and come here. So we'll call this Kissing Fairy. Kissing Fairy is the one that's 9.49 inches wide. Kissing Fairy, right? And then we have the Reaching Fairy. We'll call that the Reaching Fairy for 6.86. Reaching Fairy. And then we had finally the Yielding. We'll call it Yielding Fairy because it's like that. You know what I mean? I guess that works, right? Yielding Fairy. Let me change that. Whoa. Yielding Fairy. Whoa, what the heck? Dimensions. Then we'll bring this here. Add little indentations just to make it clean and easier for them to understand. We don't need this part in the description. The rest looks good like that. And we'll change that to title too. We're just, because it didn't generate me the best title. I'll just keep it real. So I'll just say set Fairy Garden Stakes set of 3. Black metal. Okay, yeah, this looks good like that. I think that looks good. Tips to improve your title. Consider using 14 words or less. Whatever. Okay, maybe let's try that. See what it does. Okay. So Etsy, because oftentimes if you make a really long title or Etsy thinks it can make a better title than you, it'll like tell you, like give you a notification, oh, we can make your thing appear in the search more. And it like changes your title for you. I just go with that if it wants to change it, because then it puts it on the algorithm more. But yeah, anyway, so as for tags, let's go back here, scroll down to where it gave me the tags. We're going to just copy and paste them. Like you guys are just seeing, it's literally just a copy and paste game. It's a patience game, you know. It's like, hey, AI could generate this. Now we would want AI to generate everything else. But of course we have to put in a little bit of work ourselves. Again, I've said for the past pretty much every video that, you know, we don't spend more than an hour a day working on this stuff. But with how long it took me to generate, you know, the images for this post, it took me realistically like 3 hours, which was a shame, but it is what it is. We're just adding the final touches to get ready to post, because we want to post an item every 2 to 3 days. Now I haven't been doing that, unfortunately. I need to get back up on that. But the reason we do it is because we stay consistent. We slowly build a huge product, a huge selection of products on our store, so that people can go to our store and see that and, you know, have a variety to pick from, but also see we're a legitimate store, right? As for the other things, we said recycled metal for the sustainability. We didn't put occasion because we don't want to limit the search to like certain occasions for these. They're just garden decor. And we're setting the price at $40 because the total cost, you could see it's about $812 for this set of 3. I have it selected right here. But of course, with shipping, it will probably be $10. So with an item price of $40 and fees of about $425 from Etsy, we could expect about $25 made per one. So if we just get 4 orders of that, that's $100 a day. And with how our ads have been doing, which I'll pull up in a second, we could definitely do that. And what's really great is we're finally going to get our review, the 5-star review, today. Like it's 2 in the morning, so just in a few hours in the morning when it's like 8 or 9 a.m. Because the one to my family's house that I had ordered to just get that free review just arrived, and I had my family take a photo of it in their garden, or not in the garden, but like it's like in a little plant pot, so that they can leave a review. And I'll show you guys that review when I finally get it. I think I have 1 review from someone. It's a 4-star review, which is good. Could be better because we're looking for the 5s. But anyway, we're going to have 2 reviews, a 4.5-star overall store rating, and that'll really push us to get more orders. We haven't got orders in a minute. So shop section, we say garden decorations. We want to feature this listing, run it in the ads, and it's all ready to go. I think it looks phenomenal. And let me just check this. We'll publish that. So we'll publish it again. It charges us 20 cents, whatever, who cares? 20 cents. Oh no, right? So now we have 5 official listings. So now that's listed, let's go over, we have a sale running, which is good. Let's go over to our Etsy ads. Let's check these out. Wow, so we just peaked again at 577 views on our ads. Yesterday, we have 3,529 views, but only 39 clicks. So our ratio is not really good. And our return on ad spend is actually not good right now. So it just dropped under 1. Yesterday it was at like 1.89. So the fact that it's at 0.89 is bad. So what I'm actually going to do right now, you can see all these views we're getting, but we're really getting nothing in return because we don't really have reviews. So we're going to lower our ad spend to $5. Let's go over to settings. Our budget, we're going to do at $5 a day. That way that we don't spend as much, because again, we've spent more than we've made in revenue off the orders, and we're not really getting any more orders, which we don't like to see, but that's okay. I mean, the good part is that our store is getting traction. So, Etsy knows our store is legit. We've only actively been working on the store for about 16 days, but it's been up for about a month total. But this is where things are going to start taking off, because we're going to get another review. And then once we get that review, we're going to get orders. I guarantee it. We just need to get more consistency. It's a slow game. Etsy's a slow game, but it pays off in the end. And who knows, maybe we make $500 in the end. That's way better than nothing. Some people don't even have a job to make that in this economy, right? And especially if you're younger watching this, like a younger teenager, or maybe you're like 18 years old even. $500 is still a nice amount of money. You know what I mean? You can't be mad at that. And again, so far total expenses from the store, we spent $20 on ads, cost $30 to set up the store, $20 for ChatGPT, 10 goes into Google Video Creator. So that's 20, 50, 70, 80. And then we spent about, I would say $12 total, or no, $16 total fulfilling orders, because we've gotten a total of 4 orders. And so that's a total of about $96 we've spent on the store so far. And we've sold about, let's see, dashboard, we've sold $66, right? So we're not in the profits yet. But if we're talking about Etsy expenses alone, not like how much ChatGPT costs and Google, whatever, the store costs alone, we're breaking even on, like right on the dot, right? So that's okay. But I'm telling you, it's just up from here, right? So we're playing the long game. It's not something super quick. And we have 1 order to ship today. But of course, that's due by 9 p.m. I'm on the West Coast. Etsy runs on Eastern time. This order is due today, and I have the tracking number. I've waited two and a half days. So when I finally give them the tracking number in here, they're going to see that it's en route and it's doing well. And it also makes it look like the shipping itself takes less time, because if you give them the shipping number immediately the day they order, it would be nice. But we let them know and let Etsy know that it takes 3 days to make the order, right? Because again, on Etsy, you typically hand make your stuff, and that gives us 3 days to lean on. That makes our shipping time seem sooner, so you can have your customers happier with a quicker shipping time. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's just a short video today. I'm just showing you guys like how to actually get the videos or get the photos and a video in that, for that matter, for your product to list. It's just up from here. I'm telling you, it's nothing too much, right? And so we go back over to our listings, and you could see it's right here. I would say they're looking pretty good right here, and I don't have anything to complain about. It's a long run, and if anything, my goal is to actually start another store by the end of this month, so the start of August, but doing a whole new niche, because I want to show you guys what we've learned from this store, because again, we're always learning. Every day we're learning, and how we could transfer it to a new store and see what we can do with that. So that's going to be your ultimate goal right there. Oh, and one thing to note that's really important before I end off this video: customers can't leave reviews until about 10 days after they order their product. So if somebody orders your product on July 1st, they can't leave a review till July 11th. So I showed you guys how to message your customers previously in a video after they get their stuff. Just know, message them 10 days after they place that order, right? It should have been delivered to their house, whatever, within 10 days. So you can just message them after it's been 10 days, say, hey, I would love a review, blah, 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 whatever. Send them a nice message, and then you could get a nice review. So anyway, with that said, if anyone's watching this video, I really appreciate you. I hope that, what I'm showing you guys helps you in your journey. And if this video doesn't show much, because I know I didn't show too much stuff in this video, just basic things, how to post a product, you could always check out all my previous videos because it's pretty straightforward stuff once you get the basics down. I haven't gotten into the finances yet and the off-site ads, but I'm going to do that in the future once we start getting more traction on the store. And yeah, so all my previous videos, again, I really don't do editing because I want to show you guys like just the raw footage and how it really is and how it's quick, right? So appreciate you guys, and you guys have a blessed night.